What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rise News. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video where we get the new 2024 Mercedes-AMG C63 returning as a plug-in hybrid but with 671 horsepower. Yes, the new 2024 Mercedes-AMG C63 SE Performance has a very big name but a very small engine. Now, with that massive 671 horsepower, 680 PS on tap from its electronically assisted 2 liters, it might persuade you not to care that it swapped out a V8 for a turbocharged 4 and traded a low-speed growl for a synthetic electronic pedestrian warning noise. Make no mistake, this is a radically different hot C-Class to the ones we've known before, and that includes the new AMG C43 that recently downgraded from a V6 to a Turbo 4. Car makers often focus on one major change, like moving from rear to all-wheel drive or downsizing from a V8 to a V6 when replacing one generation of performance car with another. But this time it feels like the AMG had skipped 3 generations. In one fell swoop, it has turned the C63 from a rear-wheel drive turbocharged V8 to a 4-cylinder plug-in hybrid with all-wheel drive and 4-wheel steering. Now, the engine is AMG's M139L 2-liter inline 4-cylinder as seen on the SL43 Roadster and the C63's little brother, the C43. Now, like those cars, it features an electronically driven turbocharger, but the C63 blower is much bigger. So while the SL43's gas motor peaks at 376 horsepower, 381 PS, and the C43 tops out at 402 horsepower, 408 PS, the C63 kicks both into the weeds with a 470 horsepower, 476 PS output. Now that doesn't only match the old base model C63 V8 for muscle despite being half the size, it makes this new version of the M139 the most powerful 4-cylinder production engine in the world, and with 402 pound-feet, 545 newton meters, it must be the torquiest too. And that's before you factor the electronic boost that's also new for the 2024. That boost happens at the rear wheel courtesy of a 150 kilowatt, 201 horsepower, 204 PS electronic motor packed into the rear axle together with an electronically controlled limited slip differential and a 2-speed drive unit. It can also power cars as an EV up to 78 miles per hour, 125 kilometers, and for up to 8 miles, 13 kilometers if driven gently, which makes it sound like a PHEV from a decade ago, but that's because AMG has prioritized power over efficiency for this hybrid system. Now, drawing from a 6.1 kilowatt battery, the motor delivers 150 kilowatts maximum for up to 10 seconds at a time, but it's always on hand with at least 70 kilowatts, 94 horsepower, 95 PS, and engages its second gear from 87 miles per hour, 140 kilometers an hour once it's kissed its 13,500 RPM rev limiter. Now, the result is fairly spectacular combined with gas electric output of 671 horsepower, 680 PS, and 752 pound-feet, 1,020 newton meters, making the C63 not only far more powerful than the old V8 engine C63 or the 503 horsepower BMW M3 competition, but punchier than the super sedans from the class above, like the 617 horsepower BMW M5 competition. Now, that's 0 to 62 miles per hour or 100 kilometers takes 3.4 seconds, down from 4 seconds from the old C63 and the 155 mile per hour, 250 kilometer top speed can be raised to 170 miles per hour, 280 kilometers, but you'll have to talk to your Mercedes dealer at order time. The electric motor acts only on the rear axle, and you can configure the gas motor to do the same. But for the first time, the model operates by default in all-wheel drive. Power flows to the 4MATIC Plus 4-pawl transmission via a conventional 9-speed epileptic auto and one fitted with a wet clutch pack instead of a torque converter. Now, rear axle steering also makes its debut on the new C63, and carbon brakes join a list of standard equipment that includes adaptive dampers for the steel spring suspension and an AMG dynamic drive mode selector with new master mode that allows the kind of oversteer antics C63s have become famous for. Drivers also get AMG specific graphics in the digital instrument cluster and head-up display, plus a button on the steering wheel giving the 4 levels of energy recovery ranging from almost non-existent to strong enough to allow one pedal driving. Now, other features include a slim hood vent that helps distinguish the C63 from the C43, which also gets a toothy Panamerica grille and flared front fenders that add a massive 3 inches, 76 millimeters to the nose width. Now, the fenders wear Turbo E Performance badges below their retro style vents, and for the first time, there's an AMG badge on the hood instead of the traditional Mercedes one. But everything I've covered also applies to the wagon, which sadly, like the BMW M3 Touring, is likely to be off limits to North American buyers. Now, the long roof version takes the same time, 3.4 seconds to hit 62 miles per hour, and just like the sedan, rolls on 19-inch wheels unless you upgrade to 20s via an options list that includes a revised version of the optional AMG Performance seat with ventilated side bolsters. Now, about the only major difference between the sedan and wagon body styles, that you can tick a box to lift the wagon's 155 mile per hour speed limiter. You can gain 13 miles per hour, 20 kilometers, not 19 miles per hour, 30 kilometers, and the wagon carries 75 pounds, 34 kilograms weight and a penalty. Now, yes, let's talk about the weight. Forget about the notions that lopping off your 4 cylinders might make this C63 lighter than the last one. The new bigger body, hybrid kit, and all-wheel drive transmission destroys that dream. Mercedes-AMG listed the C63S sedan at 3,704 pounds, 1,680 kilograms in the European trim, but this one comes out at 4,489 pounds, 2,036 kilograms. And though the new car is clearly greener and faster, 156 grams to kilometers versus 196 grams to kilometers, and will guzzle far less fuel, 34 miles per gallon US, 41 miles per gallon UK on the EC cycle, says AMG. Well, you'll have to wonder what effect to the extra ballast will have on the handling. Now, one route to cutting that weight will be to hold on for the non-SC63 Mercedes that is likely to be announced later to compete with the non-competition versions of the BMW M3. Though downgrading will be inevitably taking a horsepower hit and still won't make it as light as the previous generation C63. Now, Mercedes hasn't released the pricing details for the new C63 AMG. It could come close to BMW M3 competition X drives' $80,800 US. But we'll see. Down in the comments below, you guys let me know, what do you guys think about the new C63 sedan and wagon? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy the video today, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Giving the video a like will help get it up in the rankings. More people can see it, and we can have a bigger discussion on a new C63 SE Performance. Now, with that said, if you guys want to help further support the channel and enjoy what I do here, always check the links down in the description below, where I have a one-time link donation for my PayPal, my Cash App, my Venmo, and my Patreon, just in case you guys want to donate an extra $1 or $2 to the channel. I appreciate that extra love and support, guys. Thank you so much. You guys can also check out the Ron's Rise merch. You can get t-shirts, stickers, hoodies, tank tops, everything Ron's Rise is there. And I'm also on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. So everything I'm posting, car memes, pictures, and videos that doesn't always make it here to the channel. And make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, but click that notification bell so you don't miss one video. And with that said, you guys be blessed, have a great day, and we will talk to you guys in the next Ron's Rise News video. Peace.